What's up, YouTube? It's Dale again. Hey, I just wanted to do a quick update on the Slacker bus build and what's going on since everybody left. Number one, the biggest change you probably noticed is I'm actually on camera right now, and that's because a couple of days ago I dropped my camera phone and it broke, so I had to get a new phone. And I went to Best Buy, and I have to apologize to Mike Fuhr because he told me I should get an iPhone, and after talking to several people, I decided that probably wasn't in my best interest, that I should stick with an Android, because they say that us old farts, if we've been on Android, that we hate the iPhone. So stick with what you know, and that's what I did. Now, there are a few changes. This is an upgraded phone, so first off, we're going to start over here at the workbench, and I'll try to show you what I got going on and what I have planned for the next few weeks. And let's see if I can get up. See there, it just changed around. It didn't have to stop the camera or anything. Okay, so let's start on the workbench. There's a couple of things. There's a set of reflectors that still need to go on the bus. Over the next few days, I'll be wiring up some toggle switches and a couple of cigarette lighters to go in the bus before I leave to go to New York. Also, if you watch over on Navigation Nowhere, you'll see that this bandsaw was featured prominently in one of Mike's last videos, and he mentioned that this does not have any kind of an on-off switch on it, that you simply have to plug it in and unplug it to make it work. So I actually have gotten an on-off switch that I'll be wiring into it. I'll also, hopefully, at some point, these bearings that you can see there, hopefully, there's a set of like 6 of them, 3 on either end. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to get those off and find some replacements, which will definitely make the operation of the saw quite a bit better. And then probably I'm going to go ahead and just let Mike have this saw. It's been sitting in my shed for probably 3 years now, and here 2 weeks ago was the first time it's ever actually been used. It does do a pretty decent job for what we were trying to get done. And then also Rita left this battery here, so I'll be using it kind of as a test platform if I need to test any of my 12 volt items before I actually install them. This will be a good way to do that. So let's walk over here to the bus, and I'll show you what's kind of been going on over here. As I said, everybody's gone. The yard's pretty much empty, and the first thing you'll notice is we did get the mirrors back on, but you'll notice here, if I can get the camera in a good angle, that the bottom mirror is now a lot smaller than the top mirror. And what happened there was, when I took these mirrors off and I got the bus, all the mirrors were pretty much scratched up and in pretty bad shape. So I took them off, went to a glass company, had them cut me some mirrors, and I replaced the mirrors. What I failed to realize was that the bottom mirror is actually a convex mirror, and when you put a flat mirror where a convex mirror is supposed to be, you just can't see anything. So I ordered some new mirrors. They are smaller, but they're the biggest ones I could find, so they'll do fine right now. I actually mounted them yesterday afternoon and got them all set where they need to be, and I can see out of the bus just fine. Also, I know you can't see it, but down here underneath, you might see this yellow wire, and that's actually hooked to an air horn that my oldest son actually gave me for Christmas. So in an upcoming video, I'll have that all wired up and set to go the way it needs to be, and I'll give you a demonstration on that. So then let's walk inside, and I'll kind of show you where the switches and things will be. If you watched Mike's last video, we put this door in and got it all set, recessed. I still have to give it a coat of paint and figure out what I want to do here. Also, this bottom step, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the edge of the door is up about 1.5 inches from the bottom of the bus. So I will be making a wooden platform that'll sit in there, and that'll bring the step up to the even with the bottom of the door, make it a little bit easier to get in. So we come on inside here. Right now I've just got the engine cover off because I was doing some work on the bus the other day. So as we come in, we look over here, you'll see all these empty spots for toggle switches and the like. So what I'll be doing is probably everywhere there's an empty space, there'll be a toggle switch. Whether it will actually have anything hooked up to it right away is still under consideration. Also, there's 4 round holes here and actually 1 up here on the dash that you can see. And probably what I'm going to do is drill those out a little bit and either put cigarette lighter adapters so that I can use some of my older 12-volt stuff, and then also some USB ports for phones and such. Other than that, you know, there again, I'm by myself, so work's slowed down quite a bit. Up in the top here, I have the, I guess you would call them bulkheads that need to be reinstalled at some point. I'll probably just put those in just to be able to travel with it. I still haven't decided. Mike's almost got me convinced that I should do a spray foam job on this bus. And, but I'll be taking all those things with me. So no matter what we do, at some point they'll get permanently reinstalled. There's, you know, one laying here on the floor, and it'll get put back up. Also, in the last video, we actually reviewed the checklist of everything that got done and the 3 little things that were on the list that we didn't get done, mainly the roof and the solar. And then I'll have to take the bus into a shop at some point to get that lower control arm bushing replaced. And, you know, it's just piddling around till the middle of May, get what I can get done, and head up to New York for a summer full of fun and adventure. I know Mike's got a lot of projects headed out, you know, for this coming summer. So it should be very, very interesting. Anyway, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. If I come across anything I think will be of interest to you here in the next couple of days, I'll try to make a video on that. I may, you know, this camera, I think I can actually do a time lapse with it. So maybe if I install the power switch on the bandsaw and work on it a little bit, maybe I'll just set it up and y'all can watch that. I know I don't spend a lot of time actually showing what I'm doing. It's usually after I'm done, and that's because I give you all credit enough to think that you can figure some things out for yourself. And if you can't, there's always comments. Leave me you know, if you have a question, feel free to ask it. I'll do the best I can to answer it. Also, I know some of you saw the Slacker Box Mini here that I'll be working on, you know, or have been working on. Unfortunately, while the crew was here, one of the neighbors was actually out mowing the lawn, and the kids are into Little League, and guess what? Kind of got a baseball through the window. I told them, you know, because this is a side project and it's not a vehicle that I use all the time, that if they would just buy me a piece of sheet metal, sort of the same type of metal that we used up on the roof to make the patch, I would just patch that hole and we'd be done and everything would be good. And so he agreed to do that. So that's another little project I need to get done here in the next, you know, week or so, or at least before I head back up and head for New York. There again, this table over here is a lot of this stuff that I'll have to be carrying with me up to New York to be installed. You know, the roof vent, some of the solar wires, the the roof deck mounts that we got installed that came from Schooly.com. If anybody was interested in those, go over to Mike's channel. He's got a link set up, and you can actually get a 5% discount on any of the products that Schooly.com currently has available, and you can get on a list, and if they have anything new to offer down the road, I'm sure they'll send out notifications. Anyway, you know, let me go. Some of you that like chickens, if the guy is still in here. Oh, yeah. One of the chickens has decided that rather than lay eggs in the backyard, he found this box of sawdust, and he's been visiting, you know, once a day and leaving us a good present. So appreciate that. Anyway, let's pan back around one more time. Put the camera back on the bus. Let me try. Look, there it goes again. All right, well, that's all I got to say about that. So y'all stay safe, have fun, keep the projects rolling, and we'll see you on the next video or down the road somewhere. Stay safe. Bye.